Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back, cinephiles. It's the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Dragovich with my fat co-host, Geoffrey Osmus.
Cinephile, define it.
Film guy or
Film
girl.
guy. What does file mean?
Actually, I don't know. But the guy next to
seriously
me,
not?
our guest, Nate Fisher.
Did you try to introduce me there? Is
I
that
know-
what almost just
You're the
happened?
guest.
I'm the guest today. He's
Actually,
the host.
this is the new podcast with Nate Fisher and Alex Dragovich.
Wow,
Hello,
I've been demoted
been
just
waiting
like
for this
that.
day for 5
Fuck
years.
yeah,
that.
LA
Okay.
comedian, hilarious guy. Nate, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing terrible. We'll get to it.
He's doing bad.
Okay,
And I think it's Alex's fault somehow.
Okay, Nate and I have been great friends for about 10 years now. We went to college together. Now we're both comics on the coast. We keep in touch a lot.
We played
and
poker together once.
We played
We did.
Well, yes.
That's
and
the only time I met him, but we played poker once. Or we might have met one other time at a
Nate
bar.
and I have laughed together. We've cried together. We bled together.
Have you
We've-
cried
we've
together?
done-
Yeah. Oh, well,
I mean,
he doesn't cry.
Yeah, I can. Have you ever seen him cry?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah,
He's
so don't
seen me
throw-
cry at many appropriate moments.
Yeah, don't throw yourself in there, Drago.
But and now Nate is mad at me.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. So
I think it's probably justified.
Let's get it out there, Nate. Why
yeah,
are
real
you
quick.
mad
I
at
mean,
me?
so I get a couple of texts, and
Yeah.
and the first text says 8 p.m. and I'm like, that's fine. I can be there at 8. I know the address. I can plan ahead. And he goes 2 hours beforehand, it's a little after 6. He goes 7:45. Try to be there on the dot.
Oh.
I was
And
in pod mode.
You don't know that. You know me long enough to know that I'm punctual.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not late for stuff.
Yes, you are.
And
I
then
said-
also we didn't start. Oh, well, you'll get to this.
Oh, no. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get some dinner right now so that I can be there 15 minutes early, just in
Yes.
case.
Yeah.
So I get here at 7:30. But about 7:10, right? I'm somewhere in Midtown in the subway. Get a text. 8 p.m. Wait outside.
Drago, you kept changing it by 15 minutes?
Oh,
Why?
I don't because we had a podcast right before this with another guest, and
There
I
was
just- I couldn't.
zero chance we got done by 7:45.
I just couldn't eyeball it properly.
Real
Here's the
quick.
thing. This is what happened. Drago couldn't do the math.
Real quick,
is what it was.
can we get a time check on what it currently is?
It is 8:20 and we just started.
I got
Yeah.
here 50 minutes ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's tough, Drago.
Yeah. I'm
that's
sorry.
tough. Waiting out there, hearing Alex's riffs.
I got a very quick dinner. Not a place I wanted to eat at.
What'd you eat?
I had a C+ Middle Eastern wrap.
Ooh.
I wanted to get a Vietnamese meal that looked very succulent, but I
That's
said,
what I'm talking about. Vietnamese.
you know
food.
what? I don't have time. I need to make sure I'm there early just in case.
On the dot, tough to say.
If this were
Brutal.
Letterman too, if this were Letterman, you'd at least have like olives for me in like a room where I could just sit and eat. But no, I had to.
It's hot out there too.
It was
It's-
muggy. It
it's
was very muggy.
out
I'm
there, yeah.
sweaty as well.
Yeah.
You got a good shirt on. Too?
Thank you. This is my gambling shirt that I wear to play poker in casinos in.
It's a good shirt.
Are you because Nate's an avid gambler? Are you lifetime up or down or
Way down. Way down.
No one's up.
No. I was. There was a brief period this year where I was just broken back into the black on poker, and then my life spiraled out of control. And since then, I have lost over $500 in the last 2 months.
That's okay.
That's not
not that bad.
terrible.
It's-
That's pretty good.
You know, you're only losing. It's like $2 at a time, so I'm losing.
Oh, you're doing online.
No.
Oh,
I'm going
good.
casinos. I'm going
Okay,
casinos.
good. I think it's manly to lose your money at a casino.
It's really there's a lot of
online. That's lame.
online is very, very boring. Online is for failed RuneScape players. Casino poker.
RuneScape. There we go.
Casino poker is for people who are not afraid of guys on the bus.
Yeah.
Because you're playing against bus guys. And the way they
Oh.
talk to you, the way bus guys talk to you at the table.
Okay.
And you have to let them take your money sometimes and use it on bus tickets to Vegas.
Yeah.
Like one time I lost money to a homeless guy who said, hey, can you please, he said, can I pay you $30 of chips to call me an Uber to the Greyhound station so that I can catch the last Greyhound to Vegas. I have an Obama phone, so I can't do that.
What's an Obama phone?
You remember Obama phones when he gave out
they gave out free phones
during the
my
Great
God.
Recession?
Oh,
He still had
right.
his. This was in 2022.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my
He still
God.
got his little burner phone.
Yes,
I
exactly.
respect that.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay, well, you're not down too much, but
Yeah,
No,
500 nothing. That's nothing.
I do want to start the pod episode with a Hinge date.
Wow,
story.
a dating story from Alex Dragovich. Something new, folks. Something fresh. Something different.
Something light,
Here we
something
go.
cute, something
You went on a
quick.
date recently.
And I didn't know. So this was last week. We meet up.
White woman.
She's a blonde white, folks.
God, the man
What-
doesn't even attempt to stray from the path.
What sub-ethnicity? Danish? Norwegian?
You'll find out.
Oh, is this the thing you already said? The Russian woman?
Did I already tell
You
this?
told this story already.
Oh,
No, I
You told
didn't.
this on the Patreon we just released over Zoom.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh
Did the Zoom.
my God, folks! He told me he had a big news story,
Oh, I thought this.
and it's
oh,
the
damn.
same story he told in the Patreon. Some
Dude,
of you,
I am lost in the
you
sauce
guys should
right
join
now.
the Patreon. It's a great story, honestly. You can't share it here. It's on the last
I'm not
Patreon
a
episode.
subscriber, but I will subscribe because I want to hear the story.
It's
and
a
I
Ru-
don't
it-
want to hear it right now.
It's a
Ooh.
Russian woman who calls out Alex's masculinity, and it's a beautiful thing.
It
Honestly.
hurts. It hurts.
And now you forgot it happened. You forgot you
I
told
forgot.
it?
I told them. I hate
Wow.
those Zooms, man. But we do them.
I like to Zoom because then I don't have to be near you, and
It's
I can
true.
kind of have my dick out. And it's
I
not
always
a big
just.
deal.
I feel like we can't connect as well. But
Would you feel bad if you knew my dick's on the mouse while we're doing it?
yeah, that would
It's just
suck.
on the mouse, moving the cursor the whole time.
That would suck big time. Nate, how would
I
you?
would
What,
never
what
do
would your
that.
definition of it? Because Nate is a massive movie guy. What would your definition of a cinephile be?
A cinephile is a friendless freak who can only communicate in movie references. And last time they made eye contact was in like 2010, and it was by accident.
Jesus.
It is a film lover in a very poisonous and deleterious way to your own soul.
You are
Wow.
one of the biggest film guys I know, if
Absolutely.
not the biggest.
No, definitely.
Oppenheimer or Barbie? What was better?
I didn't see Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan's a bum.
You think he's a hack? Is
I
he
do.
like
I do.
film
He
guys
can't
don't
write his
like
way
it?
out of a paper bag. I'm sorry. I mean,
I
yeah.
can see that the dialogue isn't amazing.
I'm not going to get
but
bait and switch again. 3 hours? Are you kidding me? And I love the U.S. nuclear program. I love learning about how all the Nazis came over and ran NASA.
They do kind of leave that part out.
They do?
kind of.
Man.
Well, that's after World. It's mostly about World War II, but it doesn't talk about the after.
we were
as
bringing
much.
them over during the war.
Sure.
We
yeah,
had,
were.
we had Nazi scientists showing up like in 1943.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was.
And
They were
I also
defecting.
don't mind this pod becoming a little historical because we got a couple of
It's
historical.
going to be a lot
bros.
historical. It's
I'd
going
like
to
to.
be a lot.
I'd like to hear. I always like
but
to
what
hear
about
Drago's
what was
take.
your critique on Barbie?
The Barbie is, my God.
You don't like it?
No, I was not a fan. They make
The spark notes of it.
They do a joke about Zack Snyder for no reason. Leave him alone. He's a good-looking guy. He's got a good life. Why you got to take him down?
I don't remember the joke about
They make
him.
a joke about how one of the Barbies gets mansplained to so much that she suddenly wants to learn about the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, which is like a Twitter joke from like 5 years ago. Like
That was a very trendy joke. I didn't need that.
That is
I
a
didn't
movie
need
that movie speaks in Twitterese, which is really nasty.
It is a movie where
Twitterese.
it is a lot of references that won't hit in 5 years.
It's gonna
I'll
age
say
like
that.
milk. It's gonna age awful.
That movie probably will not be that good.
Also,
in 5
all that
years.
terrible shit with the inventor of the dolls, like we were supposed to care. Like that felt like they had the inventor of Barbie come in and talk like Morgan Freeman God and Bruce Almighty, and like it's just basically like when you would go to like your company's Christmas party. And then, like, the CEO would be in a video.
Hobbles out.
And
yeah.
they would be in, like, a video about, like, a day in their life. And then they would, like, do a rap where they would, like, rap, like, Outcast, but it's a song about the company.
Profits are up.
Like,
this
that's what the
quarter.
Barbie movie is.
Profits are.
The Barbie movie is, like, a corporate Christmas party video about life at the office.
It is
Damn.
just selling a product in the end. If we're gonna get
Yeah.
cynical about it,
Not
that
a
is
fan.
true.
Not
That
a
is
fan.
What was the
true.
last mainstream movie that you thought was great?
Oh, God.
We're putting Nate in a tough spot here. folks.
Okay, so, yeah, this is really hard.
Everything. What's about the Everything Everywhere? or
Didn't see
whatever?
it.
You didn't
Not
see that?
interested.
I like that.
Dude, can we count? The most recent Clint Eastwood movies all count? Are those
he loves
mainstream
Clint
enough? I love
The
Eastwood.
Clint
Mule?
Eastwood.
You like the
I love the
Mule?
Mule. He has 2 threesomes in the Mule. You kidding me?
Really? I didn't know. I thought the mule was.
Clint Eastwood is a 89-year-old man playing a 95-year-old man, playing older than himself, and has 2 threesomes in it
Right.
with hot ladies.
I thought that movie was so boring.
It's awesome. He eats ice cream and sings along to the car radio before he helps a black family change their tire. And he makes a racial faux pas and then goes, whoops, and they go, you're all right, white man. It's awesome. What else do you...
But why? Wait, why is that good? Why is that a great?
Because where else have you seen that? It's vibes. That's the point. I don't care about a fucking story. I don't care about Christopher Nolan making the, Oppenheimer did this and that. I want to see Clint Eastwood changing a tire, making an off-color racial remark, saying the wrong word to a group of lesbian bikers, that kind of thing.
Is it good to be that like overtly just kind of bland?
It's good if you don't have a story. That's the best. That's what you learn as a cinephile. You have a film degree. You should know this. Is that the best
communications? But.
yeah.
I want to get into some film discussions with you. I mean, do you feel like you wrote a thesis on the French New Wave? You don't believe that
Alex wrote a thesis? My God. Holy
I honestly
shit.
hardly. It was about adolescence in the French New Wave.
Can you name 3 French New Wave directors?
Godard,
1.
Renoir.
Nope. He was earlier. He was in the 40s and 30s.
Oh, not the same. It's not the same.
Truffaut.
2.
Wow, Drag. I didn't know you wrote a single paper in college.
He wrote a paper on the French New Wave. He can name 2 directors.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Yeah.
You want the rest of them?
Just give me 2 more.
Romer, Chabrol, Rene, Chris
Yes.
Marker, Demi, Varda, Rivette, Romer. I said already, I think.
Yeah.
And you're ringing any bells?
This is how much
Did
I've
you
lost.
write your paper? You wrote this thesis?
It's like 55 pages.
I think
yeah.
I read
Really?
part of it. Yeah.
55-page paper. I
Yeah.
wrote like a paper that long. Holy shit. Drag.
If you had
One of our
had
boys wrote like a 75-page paper.
Mine was like
Nick.
60 or
Yeah.
65.
Yeah,
Not that long. Damn. Wow, Drag. What was it about? What was the thesis? Give me the thesis.
The theme of adolescence in French New Wave movies, the importance of adolescence in French New Wave movies.
Is it okay?
such as in what films?
400 Blows?
Give me another one.
Don't remember.
That degree from Boston College.
Not
did
even the
not
other
pay off.
films in the Antoine Daniel series.
No.
Do you know who Jean-Pierre Léaud is?
Mm-mm.
He's the star of the 400 Blows.
Yes. Yeah. That actually makes sense. But do you not actually? I remembered. I was just watching the movie or the show Girls. The end of season 1. It's like a. How do people homages to shit like that? Because whenever someone's like running on the beach now, I'm just like. It feels like a bullshit like hacky.
That's awesome. That's awesome that you now. It's like do you know any other examples
Wait,
of that?
running on a beach.
Running
is that
the
not-
final shot of the 400 Blows is a tracking shot where the young boy runs all the way through town to the beach and then is sad at the beach.
That doesn't mean you can't have a guy running on a beach in another movie.
That's a good
People run
point.
on beaches.
Chariots of
People can
Fire.
Yeah, Chariots of Fire, an
Whatever.
iconic beach scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moonlight,
Do you-
iconic beach scene.
I do want to ask. Now that we're on college, do you have any questions for Nate about me in college? Is there anything you want to know?
Did he do any of his homework?
No, he actually got my help on it a lot, actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The degree is wasted.
I seem to recall getting
Oh,
Did he pay you to help?
in some form of compensation.
I didn't know we were gonna go the homework route. I thought
What
it
else
was.
would I ask about? I don't give a shit. I want to know if you
I mean,
learned a damn
you want
thing.
to hear about him just being a tough guy to work with in a group setting?
Oh, we were in a comedy group together.
Oh, you
We
guys
did-
did sketch
yeah, we did.
together.
We did do sketch together. Yeah,
Was
yeah.
What was Drago? I was like, what if they were on a date?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What if it was a blonde at Panera?
That was the first sketch you ever got into a show. Was the first date sketch.
Yeah.
And then the second sketch you got into
mutual breakup.
yeah, mutual breakup. That's right. And then the second sketch you got into a show was a couple meeting someone's parents for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
dating.
And wasn't the premise that that she was Asian?
Yes.
It was that the parents weren't happy about that?
No. The parents came out in kimonos and were
Oh,
trying
okay.
to
That's funny.
Trying
to
too hard.
Overly,
That's actually ahead of its time.
they made
That's
bibimbap.
fun. Oh, bibimbap.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
actually pretty funny. Well, was Alex
We should-
acting
we
in
should-
these?
Acting.
Acting is
I
calling
can't
it
act either. I
something,
can't.
yeah.
I'll give. Wait, did you wear a kimono? Would love. Are these videos anywhere?
They might be.
Yeah.
Really?
If you find the YouTube channel, they might still. Some of them will be up.
Wait, what's it called? What's it called?
Hello Shovelhead.
Hello Shovelhead.
Great group of people. One of the greatest experiences of my life.
Yeah,
love it to
dude.
death. Can't recommend being in. If you're in a Boston College undergrad right now, can't recommend joining enough.
Yeah, those are fun, man.
We were bad.
Were you
we
guys-
we
it
were
was-
bad.
Oh, it was bad?
I mean,
Of
we-
course,
we
yeah.
thought we were awesome at the
Did
time.
the shows go well?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, we murdered.
We
had
murdered
like
so hard.
we genuinely had 300 people in a room that fit 180. Like it was so hot.
And they're all your kind of friends. And
no.
they're-
I mean, random. Nobody liked me, but people came anyway.
Nate,
and
yeah.
nobody. I didn't.
We were friends with Nate.
Sure.
You were on
sure.
the
You had
thing.
some friends.
I had a couple friends.
You had some friends in radio.
I had the sort of the artsy crew.
Well, I guess the artsy crew was going to be there regardless.
They were
So-
right. So I kind of
like the
Drago got the sport. Did the athletes come?
athletes came, yeah, for
Wow.
They used to call my friends, and by extension, me, his quote unquote guitar friends.
sure. Yeah, they called my friends that weren't on the they weren't athletes. My one teammate said, "Are you gonna bring your guitar friends to the party?"
Because they would play guitar.
Well, just like they're just
'cause
like
they're the
radio
type of-
kids.
They were
yeah.
synonymous with guitars.
They're the type of people who might play an instrument.
I mean,
Right.
and that's like an insult. That was
it
an
would be
insult.
it would
I think
be
so,
yeah.
with the same inflection. To be fair to them, it would be the same inflection as people would in the radio station would say, "Oh, Alex brought his sports ball buddies,"
Yeah. Be
which, by the way,
same shit.
way more annoying.
But the parties that I had where people were of both.
Yeah, weren't you proud that you brought these two groups together?
I thought
for
it was
parties?
the coolest thing ever, dude.
That like
It was
basketball
cool.
players would be
those
talking
were
with
cool,
radio
right?
guys.
People were just like, it was a bunch of people like grinding in my living room, and it was like fucking radio kids, improv kids, and like fucking middle linebackers, and it was.
Was it football players like fucking the improv girls and stuff?
I wish. I don't
That's
know.
fun.
I think
That
so.
would've been
I
cool.
think so.
It was a pretty.
They weren't fucking us, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, it was a pretty cool cool
Wow.
time, man.
And Drago had to try out to be on Shovelhead.
He did. I was one of the people that fought for him. I fought very
Was
hard.
he not about to be in it?
Because they were worried about his commitments and how much time he would have available and whether his heart would be in it.
Yes.
Wow.
Those-
And then you ended up giving more time to that than basketball.
Not
No,
necessarily. But I was pretty involved with the group for sure.
Wow.
yeah, he wrote a lot of sketches, and then
What do you
once
think about the sketches he posts now online?
he's grown a little bit.
Really? He's
Yeah,
grown.
The
Okay.
progress is definitely progress.
Yeah.
You know,
There we
It's some,
go.
yeah, progress, just in a mathematical sense.
Yeah,
It
literally
has to go forward.
one
yeah.
to 1.1 is
Yeah,
progress.
It's progress.
There we
yeah.
go.
It's not.
So-
They're not worse.
That's true.
They're not worse.
Was Drago a bad drunk?
Nah,
college?
that's Stones in a Glass House. I can't really go there.
Yeah.
I
Fair,
mean,
fair.
yeah, we had a bad. We had a rough. We had a year that neither of us remember. That's
Nate doesn't.
Really? Which senior year?
I'm not my junior year, but probably that would have been your senior year.
Yeah, dude, that was intense.
Yeah, I don't
You
remember
were
that at
guys
all.
were getting drunk every night.
Oh,
Ev-
yeah.
Every
Oh,
night.
yeah.
Pretty much every night.
Just watching
That's
the
a good
entire
time.
Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Hammered.
often.
15 beers, the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Wizard staffs.
Yes, making
Yeah,
wizard staffs.
Nate can weirdly do an amazing impression of me. You can do it.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, Jeff. Ask Nate something about history, like a moment in history, like a war or something like that.
Okay.
Nate, just answer it in my
Okay.
case.
Would you guys like to meet Smart Alex, my new character?
No, be dumb. Be dumb like him.
No, I'm gonna answer.
Oh, be smart.
Yeah.
Was the Crimean War? What happened there?
Yo, so the Crimean War was kind of a thing where like the czars tried to like step to the English, and it was like really fucking bloody, man. It was. I mean, you've all read The Charge of the Light Brigade, right? That was real shit, dude. Like that was dramatic. And then of course that's where the Red Cross was formed. We all know about that.
There we
right?
go.
That's funny.
1853 to 1850. I want to say 7.
6, I believe.
They got a lot of hot blondes in Crimea. I'll tell you that much.
Where is the Crimea, real Alex?
I have no idea. What is Crimea?
Are you serious?
Crimea is a peninsula into the Black Sea on the southernmost
That's
part of
what
Ukraine.
Russia took from Ukraine first.
That's what they're
and then
currently fighting about.
Oh, cool.
still fighting about. Yeah,
Yeah.
No idea.
You did not know that, really?
I don't know. I just know about that guy that got his plane got shot down.
Prigozhin.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
wild.
What do you think about that? Who was he?
He was the guy. He like semi-revolted, but he just kind of did his own thing, right?
Well, yeah, he revolted, but he revolted. But then he
And
turned
then-
back inexplicably. I don't quite
And
understand
then
why.
Putin shot him down. Well, because
Yeah,
I was just
probably.
talking to somebody about this, about how that guy Prigozhin, is that how you
Yeah,
say
I
it?
think how you
Yeah.
say it.
He's like he knew he was a dead man walking, so he just kind of
He had to have.
He
He
just kind
had
of
to
knew
have.
whatever was.
Well, Alex is actually a big Adam Curtis fan, and this actually really articulates one of the things that Adam Curtis talks about in hypernormalization. I think you know what I'm talking about, Alex. I'm gonna let you fill in. I'm gonna let you fill in what I'm definitely referring to.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's Adam Curtis? I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know Adam Curtis?
I've heard that. I
I've
don't
heard
know.
him talk about it.
He's a
Adam Curtis.
documentarian.
He's a documentarian,
Oh, okay.
but in hypernormalization, which is one of Al's favorite films, he talks about.
Of course.
He talks. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I mean, I've watched him watch several of the greatest movies of all time. And go, that ripped. Who wants wings?
Is the game still on? Fourth quarter? Oh shit!
Damn, I love Terrence Malick, dude. That guy fucking is a baller.
I actually have taken it. I honestly, I've watched some really cool movies with you. I don't know why they're good, but sometimes I enjoy them for sure.
Absolutely, I love watching you do. It's like a taking Lenny to the rabbits. You know what I mean?
Taking Lenny to the movies.
It's a good time.
He thinks they're real. They're just big people.
Yeah, you can't yell during the films, Alex.
I forgot how drunk we would get.
Yeah.
What was your drink of choice in college?
Oh, the boat.
Vodka Red Bull.
No. The drink of choice was the boat.
Oh, the Sailor
We would
Jerry.
make. We would make.
Oh, Sailor
We
Jerry's
would make.
so bad.
We would make 1 part Sailor Jerry rum, 1 part Coke. So 50-50 rum and Coke.
Oh, that's bad.
And it was called Getting on the Boat.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
So
no.
anytime we were having a good night, we were like, we're gonna get on the boat tonight,
We're getting on
guys.
the boat
That's a
tonight.
bad
Oh my
drink. That's a
God,
really
dude.
bad
Dude, boat
drink.
was poisonous.
50-50.
50-50,
too.
50-50.
Even 2/3, 1/3
It's
would be
bad
tough.
and 92 proof, nasty stuff.
Whiskey ginger ale too would get me. I don't know why I drink
Yeah.
highballs. That was
Why do
crazy.
we drink bad shit when we're young? It just doesn't matter.
We haven't
I
found
guess.
out about wine yet. We haven't found out about the magic
see,
of wine.
Are you a red wine? I'm out.
Oh, I love
I'm
red wine.
absolutely
You don't like
out
red
on
wine?
red wine.
Oh, a nice Syrah is divine.
it like makes me want to barf. I can't.
Seriously?
I don't
Oh,
like red wine
no,
at
you just
all.
haven't had the good ones.
White wine all day.
Really?
I'll drink a
Really?
bottle of white wine easy.
I
nothing.
can't stand for this femininity. We're
Sorry.
supposed to be. We're supposed to be
Sorry.
this is supposed to be
I'm
an
a
alpha
little-
male
no,
podcast.
I'm a beta deep down.
Come
We all
on,
know.
man.
I want to stay history here. I
Yes,
want to stay
absolutely.
history.
Oh, is this your little
Yeah,
what you have?
I'm going to ask a history question that I got pulled up. First to answer. We got 10 questions.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay. What do we have to slap the mic or just answer?
Just answer. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, there's could be some bruised egos here. I can
Okay.
see it.
All right. Who was the explorer who left Puerto Rico seeking the coast of Florida while looking for
Ponce de Leon.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
By the way, if I lose, this is smart Alex losing.
yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
When was the first U.S. dollar printed?
Ugh, you got to give us plus or minus a few years.
Yeah.
there.
Can you give us like plus 3.5?
Okay.
Plus or minus 3.5?
Super gambler.
1775.
I'm going 1795.
It's 1862.
Really?
Oh,
First
so the
dollar?
first iteration of the paper dollar.
So they didn't have a dollar coin.
Also, by the way, they did have paper money in the continental currency, but that, of course, is not the United States government.
different country.
Different country. But
Bad question. We're throwing that,
that
one
one's
out.
that's one's a wash.
Okay.
That
Bad
one's a wash.
question.
All right. What major holiday was banned in Boston?
Christmas.
Okay.
In Boston.
They,
Why did they
Puritans,
ban it?
all Puritans in both Massachusetts and in England and in all other places where Puritans lived believed that Christmas was a pagan holiday. This goes back to like
They're
the
not wrong.
extreme, like you were hanging Odin from a tree. It goes back to the Norse tradition.
Yeah.
They all thought that that any they were hard Protestants, and this is of course during the years of Reformation when like people are all trying to outdo each other with hating the church, and
Yeah.
these are the people. Anyway, I'm forgot to be smart, Alex, for this bit, so keep going.
Okay. What was the first state to secede from the Union?
South Carolina.
Fucking damn it.
Yes!
Forgot to get into cool. I'm trying to get into smart Alex, and it takes me a second, but
Okay.
I knew that.
It's tough to do the voice. You're doing two at once.
no,
You're
it's
doing
hard,
double
man.
duty.
This is a raw deal, dude.
These laws were enacted in Connecticut to enforce strict rules upon the Puritans in 1672.
Huh.
Hmm.
I
that
don't
would
know.
be
The anti.
would those be the first
The anti.
examples of blue laws?
Blue laws.
Really? Holy shit! There we go. Nice.
Yeah,
Would not know what that is.
the Wounded Knee massacre occurred as U.S.
How do you spell it?
the Wounded
Wounded-
Knee.
Wounded
Wounded
Knee.
Knee.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sioux Indians, 1890.
Thought it was 1881.
90.
Occurred as U.S. military troops killed nearly 300 members of this tribe. It's not the Sioux now.
Dakota.
Lakota.
Lakota.
Oh, I think
Lakota are
I think
Sioux.
it's the same thing.
Lakota are Sioux. They're a subsect of Sioux.
I
It's a
think
square
the
rectangle
same
thing.
Because my mom's very Can you look this one up? The Lakota people also know prominent subculture of the Sioux. Okay, because
Yeah.
my mom, our family was involved in a war against the Sioux, and my mom's very proud of it.
Your family's been that.
We've been in America for a long time. The Auspices have been supporting America for centuries.
What?
My grandpa was instrumental in the Sioux rebellion in Minnesota in 1862.
How many treaties has your family broken?
we probably hurt a few Indians deep down. Native
wow.
Americans. We can call them Indians because we hurt them badly.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was Hopkinson's fee for creating the flag?
Hopkinson?
Hopkinson.
I thought it was Betsy Ross.
Hopkinson for which flag?
Yeah, what flag? Drago doesn't even do enough research on the questions to know if
I
it's
just
a
caught-
good.
I
You just did you search 10 history questions?
I just copy and
Who's
paste.
Hopkinson flag?
Francis-
She made the first official national flag. I thought it was Betsy Ross.
Pass.
What was her fee for creating the flag?
I was no. What
A kiss from George Washington.
What fonts?
Betsy's the colony flag.
Oh, that's different than
so
the national
the
flag.
circle, and then that would be the first.
Francis
her
Hopkinson.
fee was a quarter cask of wine.
What's with the? Why are we letting the ladies make all the flags? What the hell? Oh, Francis is a guy. That's a guy. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Back in the day, you could have those names like that. I'd love
quarter
to be
cask.
That's a good name.
All right, ready
I
for
think
this?
of a cask of wine. That's a lot of wine. That's a good idea.
Is that like a barrel?
That's like a barrel
Yeah,
of
yeah,
wine.
yeah.
That's a lot of wine.
kinda
Good for
awesome.
Francis. There we go.
All right. Which act of Parliament eventually led to the American Revolution?
The Stamp Act.
It's gotta be or the Intolerable Acts.
Well,
or
those
the
were called the
Townsend Acts.
No, they were called the Intolerable Acts. But there was
Stamp Act.
the Stamp Act was the first one, but
Wasn't
then
there a
there was also
molasses
the
one?
Sugar
Yeah.
Act, the Tea Act.
That's a question doesn't
Lot
have
of
one right
acts.
answer.
A lot of acts.
All right. Which founding fathers negotiated the 1783 Treaty of Paris?
Which ones? Probably
which one- yeah,
Jefferson.
which-
Well, it was
and Adams.
Franklin and Jefferson,
Franklin.
and
Saying Adams.
and I want to say James Madison.
I guess there-
Hamilton.
I guess there's
Hamilton.
four, so not
Hamilton.
It's John J. John Adams.
Fuck.
Benjamin
I said
Franklin.
Adams. Okay. We got a couple.
Well, I was
of
gonna
them.
get to John J.
You went
eventually.
real American with this trivia. Real
Yeah.
American Revolution. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. who was tasked with making copies of the Declaration of Independence?
What the fuck? Are
I don't know,
these questions?
slaves?
Yeah. The people who had
Bonds?
said weren't citizens. Yeah, probably.
John
them.
Dunlap.
Who the
Who
hell is
see,
that?
See, this is where it just goes.
How did you guys not know that?
That's trivia where it's like that's lame if you know that. Even I think that's lame.
That
If
you are.
If you would have known that, I would have been like, "Fuck you."
I'm
Nate.
sorry, you are an incel.
John Dunlap made a copy
Well,
of this Declaration
All
of
right.
Independence.
You each got a few right.
I think
A
we
few,
were
a
pretty
few
even there.
were tossed out.
Bad questions.
That was a poor-
honestly.
that was a poor
Bad
questionnaire.
trivia
Really?
questions. Those
Yeah, I
are-
didn't like those
they're
at
too
all.
specific. You don't want them to be so specific.
They were
not
also
fun.
imbalanced to a specific decade. Like you could have had a lot more questions about the
were-
Cold War.
They were all about the American Revolution.
yeah.
They were like the questions where there were multiple answers. Not really good questions. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you guys. First
Like
off.
what caused the American Revolution?
Yeah,
There's so
yeah,
many
yeah.
answers to
Yeah,
that. That's not.
all right.
You
Here's
could say the French and Indian War. You
first
could
to
say-
answer. First answer gets the points. Was the French Revolution good?
Yeah. Was the Cold War the right thing to do? Only one correct answer allowed.
I got one.
Drake. Oh, you're looking up some right now? Okay.
Here we go.
When did the construction of the Great Wall of China begin?
Which one? There's so many.
That,
Probably like
like,
300
The
BC.
5th century BC.
7th century BC.
Not closer.
Okay, see, that's wrong.
In what year did Libya gain independence from Italy?
This is good.
1946.
1955, probably.
1951. Yeah.
Okay, so we're
Yeah,
both
we
about
split the
equally
middle, yeah.
about it from it. Where is Libya, Drago? I like to hear. I think the listeners want to hear you answer a couple.
Libya's by Turkey.
No.
Not even. Well, no.
They're
not
about a
e-
sea. They're about a sea apart.
Truly a guess.
I had a question
have
for you,
no
Drago.
idea.
Who
let-
used to run Libya famously?
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
Obama.
Well, no, well,
You're not
that's
wrong.
pretty close.
Okay.
I mean, Hillary Clinton did turn Libya into a slave market
That's
under
kind of-
Obama's watch.
That's kind of a deep state answer
Technically
there, Drago.
correct.
Okay.
It's clearly Obama.
Very good.
You
very
could argue
good.
we run most
All right,
countries
what do
in
you
the
got
world.
for me, Geoffrey?
I have a question. I knew Nate was a history guy. What is Joseph McCarthy? Who is he? What did he do? Big moment in American history. I'll tell you when, early 1950s.
I'll let not as smart Alex answer this one.
Let's let normal brain
Joseph
Alec.
McCarthy.
Joseph McCarthy.
What years?
Early 1950s, maybe late 1940s as well. Probably one of the more pivotal moments in American history. in
McCarthy
my opinion.
Papers? Is that something?
I don't think so.
No.
No. He did something. It's in You didn't see Oppenheimer, I guess, but the Red Scare,
McCarthy has an ism named after him.
McCarthyism.
You know what that ism is? McCarthyism?
No.
Guy from Wisconsin, actually. He's from Wisconsin.
I remember like hearing about this dude in class.
Yeah,
once.
he's probably a whole chapter about him. Probably it was a
McCarthy.
very big thing.
McCarthy.
You don't remember? It was big with Hollywood too. They tried to like get some.
Fonz, do you know
director.
this guy?
Yeah.
And yeah, give Fonz the reins. What?
Wasn't he the guy who started the witch hunt after
Yeah.
senators and actors for being suspected communists?
Yeah.
Very good. That
And
is
we're still
absolutely
looking
correct.
for him.
He was trying.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
we still haven't found him.
That's
all.
actually pretty cool.
He was. Well, it turned. He like
Pro or
waved a
you're
sheet
pro?
of paper and was like, "I have 200 communists in the White
I actu-
House on this list."
I actually have a question
And it was
about
mostly all
American
fake.
history.
Okay.
What can you guys go elaborate on the
you want to learn
what
something?
was like
This is a big moment.
What was like we had like Japanese internment camps here?
Are you serious? You didn't know that?
what to what degree?
We threw every Japanese person of any descent was put in an internment camp in America.
that was
during
for how
World War
long?
II. 4 or 5 years.
like till like the
They were put in like the middle of the desert. Like they made a little fenced off city and they made them live there. Yeah, I don't know however many Japanese were in America were in there.
Arizona and like
Look at that. They put them in like the middle of the
Cali.
desert and they like put them to
What?
work and didn't pay them.
So if you were Japanese, but like you lived in Utah, you were safe.
No, everywhere.
Everywhere they moved them. They forcibly migrated them and locked them in these
For 5 years,
for all of World War II. It was about 4
after the
years.
Pearl Harbor, and then went
Twitter
to
would
drop the bomb.
not be cool with this.
No, definitely not.
Twitter
would have something to say about
Twitter
this.
would be so pissed off. Twitter literally. Yeah, I mean,
120,000 of them deaths,
Dude.
at least 1,800.
There would be- there would be-
seven
some
homicides. by
some actor
guy.
from How I Met Your Mother would not be cool with this.
There would
at
be-
all.
They
there
would
would
sing
be-
a song about this.
Yeah.
They'd sing "Hey Jude" in support of
Yeah.
them. Yeah,
There
let
would
it be. Yeah.
200,000 tweets about how bad these are, and they wouldn't have moved up the ending date of the internment camps
There'd be
by
so
one day.
many. There'd be so many bad tweets. You almost wouldn't feel sorry for the Japanese Americans.
Absolutely right.
it would make you feel not bad.
Is
because of how
there
annoying Twitter would be.
is there any defense that they would have had for this at the time? Like
No.
what
No,
were they?
No.
their claim was that all Japanese people hate America since the Japanese nation hates us, which is not. But no, of course not. None of them were fighting for Japan.
The bitter irony of this, too, is that throughout the 1930s and even after the start of World War II, there were literal Hitler camps throughout the Midwest and parts
there were a
of
lot of
the part
Germans
of, part
in
of
support
America
World
where you
War
guys
II.
are from. A lot of Nazis. A lot of
Yeah.
people who were very, very into the start of World War II were like, my German ancestors came here 45 years ago. I love Hitler. I'm going to send my kid to a camp
for
where he's going to
sure.
learn how to be a Nazi. They had those all over the country.
Really?
And plenty of people who left America to fight for Germany in World War II. They didn't get put in an
I didn't know
internment
about
camp.
that. I didn't
Oh
know
yeah,
about that.
absolutely.
Damn.
Tons of people.
Well, Hitler sold out Madison Square Garden.
Yes, he did.
Do you know that?
No, it wasn't Hitler. It was a Nazi rally. Hitler wasn't there. Hitler wasn't there.
Oh, really?
No, we brought this up. I looked it up. That would be crazy if you hear Hitler sold out the garden?
I thought he sold out the
Took
garden.
Burr 20 years to do that. What the hell?
And then
Damn,
a mere 80 years later, someone would hit 3 3-pointers in the same venue.
Yeah,
I think like
wow.
upwards of 12. But
So it's weird.
don't-
Drago played the best in a venue the Nazis sold out.
Yeah.
People, he really just brought it down.
I
It was
really-
kind of an angels in the outfield situation,
Yeah.
but Hitler was like picking him up.
It was a Nazis in the rafters movie.
Why do I feel so comfortable in a place where Nazis
Why
had
did a
been
Serbian
before?
feel so comfortable around a Nazi memorabilia?
It's very odd.
Interesting.
Very
Your
odd.
people had interesting alliances. Yeah.
Um,
In support of Hitler, he was not there at the Nazi rally.
Damn, I actually didn't know. That's kind of crazy that like German.
How did
people
you
just
not?
straight-
What brought you into contact with the Japanese internment camps at age 31?
I just remember learning about them and being like, that sounds a little too intense.
Surely not America.
Yeah, what, America?
Well,
We've never
here-
gotten our hands dirty before.
I just remember learning about it and be like, that has to be overblown.
It's almost like
I've
a
been to one of them.
reservation.
really.
I've been to a Japanese internment camp. Yeah.
Oh,
Spooky.
Yeah, I
really?
didn't
It's
know
weird,
that.
yeah, it's
Where
a-
I don't actually know where they
what
were.
was the-
There's very few left, but the one I went to was it's up a highway in California that you used to take to get to Lake Tahoe
How's
from
the
Los
sushi?
Angeles.
Yeah, they're still working there. Actually,
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
tell you
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is that a little? That was fucked.
We
up.
forgot to tell you
Yeah,
they
yeah,
never
yeah.
freed them.
They actually turned it into one of those like things where the sushi comes on a train.
Yeah.
And it's
And George Takei's on the train.
Yeah,
I feel bad-
right
I feel
at
bad-
the-
I feel
right at
bad
the-
about that one.
Oh, come on.
right at the
grow up.
checkout, right at the cashier. There's a little gate that the train goes through, and it says "Arbeit macht frei" over it. And then I'm mixing my genocides, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What are some of the horror stories from like how bad were the living situations?
I mean, it wasn't as bad as like a Nazi concentration
Yeah,
camp, but
yeah.
it was like pretty bad. They had poor food, poor sanitation. They
Yeah,
weren't.
yeah.
They worked and they weren't paid at all. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
they were
sure.
in the middle of the desert.
They were used as slaves. Yeah,
which is hot.
I don't
as
know
hell.
what they were making exactly. Probably sushi. But
Probably
no,
not
I'm
one or
kidding.
not a lot of doctors there. So if you got, let's say, typhus, and then
Yeah,
a bunch of
yeah.
your friends got typhus,
The Ni Hao,
You
the
might
Ni
die from
Hao
typhus.
incident? That seems racist, honestly. What is
oh no, that's an
that?
island. There's an island called Ni Hao.
Wouldn't Japanese Americans today be pissed about this still?
Yeah, they are.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't that long
You gotta
ago.
talk to more of them.
The governor of
I
Hawaii,
should meet some.
Joseph Poindexter. They had crazy names.
That's
back
such
in
an
the day.
awesome name.
That's an amazing. Joseph Poindexter was part of the Ni Hao incident. It just seems made up. Oh, they just killed a bunch of guys who crash landed. There's a crazy thing in World War II where American soldiers would collect the bones of Japanese soldiers and send them back to their loved ones.
Mhm.
Like it was like a big deal. Like, oh, Jimmy sent back a skull of a Jap.
Oh my
And they would
God.
like put it on their desk, like, we got a Jap skull.
Oh my.
That was
goodness.
like a big thing because they didn't really see them as human beings.
They didn't do
Yeah.
that with the German skulls.
They didn't do that with the German skulls.
No,
yeah.
no.
A lot of racism involved in that part of the war. Yeah.
That's absolutely brutal. Damn.
Drago, learning about America.
Dude, we're getting woke on
What
this.
else do you want to learn about America? You got any more questions about America? I like this.
I love
I like
this.
it when you're inquisitive, when you're thirsting
when my-
for
when my-
knowledge.
I actually-
Curious
I
George.
I do ask. I asked Nate a lot of history questions.
Yeah,
actually.
he used to hit me up a lot. And
Really?
he'd be like, yo, so like, they can actually build that wall. What's going on with that, man?
I would literally ask something like that.
A comic at a mic was saying that that we lied about WMDs. We didn't lie though, like right, like they had something.
How did
The war wasn't for
how about this?
oil,
How about
right?
this? How about this? How did Bush steal the election?
Oh, in Florida, his
the
brother
Brooks
was
Brothers riot. They literally had a bunch of guys.
Is that legitimate?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yes, they
100%. No, that was
100%
one of the
stole the
most
election.
stolen elections of all time. Like blatantly, like the Supreme Court intervened to stop counting boxes of votes that the people at the Brooks Brothers riot were trying to like pull out of the hands of poll workers that would have tipped the scales in favor of Al Gore.
and his brother was the governor. Jeb
and
Bush
so
was
he
the
and so
governor.
he like he didn't stop it. So
Yeah.
the governor didn't stop it. The Supreme Court was a Republican at the time, officially ruled to stop the count just on purely
and it was
partisan
in
grounds.
a couple counties that were very people of color dominated.
Yes,
And so they didn't let their votes get counted. It's like blatantly stolen.
lot
yeah.
of American elections also.
And if
have
they
been
wouldn't have stolen it, we wouldn't have had 9/11.
Mhm.
That was our what we got for that. He deserved that.
Wait, is that true?
No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Because
of
people
course
say
it's
Bush
true.
did 9/11.
Yes, and that is true. Yeah, I
don't
mean,
believe. Are you that? I'm not into that.
Oh yeah,
conspiracy.
yeah. No, you
I'm not into that.
Are you a
one.
9/11 guy?
absolutely,
I'm not into that.
absolutely.
One.
It makes
No.
too much sense.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't.
Okay,
They
how about
let
this?
it happen. They didn't.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing.
Okay, that's that.
That's the
they,
same
they,
thing
They
as-
didn't orchestrate it.
I don't know.
The-
Tower 7 was controlled demolition.
No,
There
I'm
was
not
there
into
was
that
a
one.
lot of there were a
We're
lot
about
of
to
important.
get demonetized, folks.
this YouTube's about
My
to
bad.
go.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
It's so funny. We talked about this literally before you came. Our previous guest was like, the only way you get demonetized, say 9/11 a lot.
Oh, my bad.
All right, how about this?
Well, that's what you get for making me wait 45 minutes.
Oh, PNAC, I've heard about PNAC. They're actually kind of cool. I just don't agree with them on this. But
okay,
is PNAC? Oh yeah, they're they're the
All the
neoconservative.
guys in the cabinet.
Oh, these are the guys who did it.
1997,
What do
talking
people
about
say? What's the
nuclear
strongest?
Oh, I gotta look up that. This is not what I thought.
What's the strongest
I'll be into
argument
that.
for why Bush didn't do it? And what's your?
Do you
retaliation
really
for
want to? We have plenty of other things. We have a lot more soft conspiracy theories we can get into that won't cost you monetization.
We don't get monetized most weeks.
All right,
honestly,
do you want to go
it's not that
soft?
big of
Do you
a
want to go
deal.
a different conspiracy?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, you want to do JFK? I mean, you want to do either of the Kennedy assassinations, the Robert F. Kennedy
Yeah,
assassination?
what do you know about Robert F. Kennedy?
This is a good one. This is a good one.
Do you know that obviously he's related to JFK, right?
Was Robert F. Kennedy? Was he just on the Tim Dillon show? I think he was. I think he was on Tim Dillon's podcast. His wife is Cheryl Hines.
Yes.
I know
That's
his
his
wife is
son. That's the
related
son
to
of
Larry
the one.
David's wife.
Well, she's a fucking piece.
She is
Yeah,
a
she
piece,
is.
and
She's a-
she's crazy. Yeah, she's insane.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I think. Well, it depends on
Hear
what you
her out,
believe
yeah.
on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean-
it depends on what you believe in.
Yeah, she's
This
not.
is Rob. This is a
She's too
different.
hot to be.
This is RFK Jr. that was on Tim Dillon's podcast.
Oh, okay, so what did Big
his
RFK
dad, who was assassinated, just like his
Do
brother.
you know what his job was?
do? Attorney General.
Very good.
Wow, that was actually I did not expect that. I actually might have said Secretary of State.
I was waffling between the
Dude,
two.
He was actually the best.
he
If
saw
he
the-
would have, if RFK would have been president, America could have. It could have been a great place.
Well, then it's funny that he wasn't. Almost
It's
as if someone
interesting.
benefited from that.
It's interesting why he was assassinated by a random Palestinian man who never really made sense that he assassinated him.
For about 2 months in the summer of 1968, a Palestinian activist named Sirhan Sirhan is in the custody of the FBI, and at one point transferred, I think, to the control of the CIA and subjected to what would go on to become known as Project MK Ultra, which is
He was in MK Ultra.
He
I didn't know
was
that.
MK
Wow.
Ultra. He was in a series of, which is a CIA's series of experiments.
This
in
isn't a conspiracy
hypnosis
either.
and mind control and use of drugs to manipulate and like psychologically fuck with people.
Oh,
This is
wow.
all fact. This is all documented. Eventually, Robert F. Kennedy Sirhan Sirhan finds himself released from a van on Wilshire Boulevard, across from my favorite bar in Los Angeles, HMS Bounty. Awesome bar. And he brings a gun into the Ambassador Hotel. It's a popular hotel in Los Angeles. RFK is staying at this hotel and walking through the kitchen at one point after an event. Sirhan Sirhan finds himself in the hallway with Robert F. Kennedy, and a series of shots ring out. 13 shots to be exact, according to the forensic reports and to the eyewitness accounts. Sirhan Sirhan's gun held 8 bullets.
Whoa.
How does an 8-bullet gun fire 13 shots?
He wouldn't have time to reload. There
No,
we
of
go.
course not.
And
No,
he
of
had
course
no
not.
reason to assassinate him. It made no sense.
And
I wish a little guitar solo played after that.
we can do that in there.
Yeah.
And the Los Angeles Police Department confiscates the door that several of the bullet holes hit at the end of the hallway, and multiple ceiling panels that some of the bullets hit in the ceiling of the hallway, took them to evidence and burned them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
there we go.
and at the time that Robert F. Kennedy and Sirhan Sirhan were at the Ambassador Hotel was hosting a national conference for a watch corporation that I don't remember the name of the watch corporation, but it was revealed in declassified documents over 2 decades later that watch corporation was a shell company for the CIA.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Wait,
it was all
wait,
fake?
Nate,
Wow.
Nate, wait. What about the story about how the
rocks.
world? How about the world almost got blown up?
Stanislav Petrov.
Oh,
Do you
that
know
one's
that? Do you know
yeah,
that
one's
story?
crazy. I
Okay,
love that
never,
one.
Never mind.
That's one. That's a
Well, tell it to the
YouTube.
listeners. That's a good one.
No, that's a one. If you Google YouTube Stanislav Petrov, as
He like saved because he like realized it was a malfunction.
yeah,
of
he
the
thought it was
radar.
like he thought it was a solar flare, even though everybody in Russia was like, he was getting all the word from the Soviet high command, like, oh, our nuclear bomb sensors have all gone off, and he's like, yeah, but they only fired like 3 missiles, and it makes no sense for them to fire 3 missiles. They're like, yeah, but the sensors went off, and they don't go off if missiles don't get shot, and so he's getting all clears from all the Soviet high command to commence nuclear retaliation. He's like, well, if I do that, the world ends, and worst case scenario, they hit us with 3 nukes, and that'd be pretty bad, but the world ending would be worse. I'm not going to do it. And
Yeah.
it turned out to
Truly
be
a hero, and they gave him like nothing.
They gave him
he
nothing.
like died like anonymous and poor.
the one thing.
Crazy.
The one thing he did get was he got a documentary made about him 20 years after the fact, and he said that his only wish as a reward for his actions was to meet Kevin Costner. And
What?
there is video footage of him meeting Kevin Costner.
Why Kevin Costner?
Well, I mean, why not Kevin? I mean,
What's his
Bull
good-
Durham?
Oh, Bull
JFK.
Durham.
I just watched. I really
Sure,
liked Bull
sure.
Durham. Is that a good movie? to
Bull
you?
Durham's a masterpiece. Bull Durham is so funny.
Dude, what's Sarandon?
Ugh.
Hot.
My God.
Next level hot in that movie.
Dude,
Yeah,
Sarandon.
yeah. Wait, is she the one in
Unbelievable.
Ghostbusters?
Huh?
She's in Ghostbusters, right?
You don't know
No, that's
Susan
Sigourney
Sarandon?
Weaver.
Oh, that's Sigourney Weaver. Oh, what else is Susan Sarandon? They look similar.
Alien?
No, Susan Sarandon's in Thelma and Louise. She's in The Hunger.
Oh yeah,
great
oh yeah.
vampire
She was
movie.
very hot. Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah.
Still is.
Isn't she a huge leftist?
Yes, she is.
Yeah,
Big
a
Bernie
huge
guy.
leftist. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, there we go. It's Sarandon.
Genuinely my favorite woman of all time.
There we go.
More than my mother.
More than.
No.
They look similar.
No,
they
they
look.
don't.
They look similar.
Su-
Fonz is on my
Sarandon's
side.
Way hotter.
Sarandon is better looking. Sigourney Weaver though is great. Alien, great
Alien
movie.
is a good movie.
Great movie. Drago, what else do you want to learn?
Ooh. Damn, dude.
It's hard for you to know what to learn because you don't know what you don't know. Like
Yeah.
Dick Cheney once said.
The Robert
yeah.
F.
That
Kennedy
was
thing.
Donald Rumsfeld.
Was that Rumsfeld?
That was
Oh,
great,
okay.
dude.
What? The RFK?
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
he was,
remember,
like,
remember
gonna
you
be
were
a-
telling me about. I'm trying to think about the.
This is so funny. Drago's having flashbacks.
Remember the
Remember when you taught me this thing I should know?
What
Yeah,
about the? What about the? All like the people getting shot by FedEx drivers or whatever.
What?
Like the people in the Senate that were getting shot by like FedEx drivers or whatever. Am I off on
Yeah,
that?
I have no idea what you're talking
What?
about.
Like when those Puerto Ricans shot up the Congress?
I think
or
this is a
whatever?
movie you're remembering.
Not
Drago is stranger than
Didn't
fiction.
someone in the Senate get shot recently by? Okay, never
He's
mind.
re-
That lady got shot while playing baseball.
You're
like,
remembering
10
the
years
plot
ago.
of Enemy of the State or something.
You're thinking of Kathy
is
or
that
what? Gabriel
some
Giffords?
Epstein
yeah. Oh no, you're
judge?
thinking. No, I think
What?
he's thinking of Steve Scalise.
Oh,
The
An Epstein judge like 2 years ago
Oh,
was getting
God.
a package from FedEx, and the guy just started killing her son and her husband, and then she got moved off the case.
that was
Yes.
what it
That's
was.
all I could think of.
That's
Yes.
that is
Oh, that might
one
be
that
it.
did
Okay.
happen. Yep.
Epstein killed himself.
Of course not. You kidding me?
Come
Damn.
on, Drago.
Come on. Wait. These are.
You see the names who were on that plane? Come on.
Jimmy Buffett was on that fucking.
Jimmy
list.
was.
He was. Jimmy Buffett was
Oh,
Jimmy was a dog.
God
I mean,
damn it.
What do you think a cheeseburger in paradise is? Come on, folks.
It wasn't Pizzagate. It was Cheeseburger Gate.
It's
Come
all
on,
right
folks.
there.
Oh.
Changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes about the age of consent. You know what I mean?
Margaritaville. He ain't searching for his lost shaker of salt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that much, Drago.
I
Were you sad? I was
wish-
sad.
I wish
Jimmy
I saw
Buffett.
Jimmy
I
live.
wish I would have seen
That'd
Jimmy
been great.
Buffett live. He was on my list for sure.
Have you been to a show recently? Like, have you seen any bands? Anything?
You know I've been to 10 concerts my entire life and 3 of them were Juicy J.
It's too. Oh, yeah, so it's always too loud. For
I don't
Nate.
like loud
I
have
actually agree with
audio
that.
sensitivity issues. I can't hear what they're singing and it's way too loud and hurts my ears a lot.
And you haven't tried earplugs? I'm an earplug guy now. I think
You go
that's
to the
my
shows
move.
in earplugs?
I've
I'm
done it a
about
couple
to,
times.
I could do that.
I think it's fine. I don't want to. People being deaf would be I would kill myself.
That'd be sad.
I would kill
I just don't have enough.
No offense to our many deaf listeners, but I would not live a day. What sense would you could not live without?
Oh, taste.
Really? That would be the one I could easily live without.
Yo, if I could never
I
eat
could
wings again,
Yeah.
man. That'd be fucking beat.
That was the last thing I would hear you say.
Bill-
Taste? Really?
Hearing, keep hearing.
Because if you
keep
don't have
sight.
taste, you still
I just
smell.
found out about Ethiopian food.
Wait,
I would love to-
touch probably, right?
Touch? Well, you couldn't have sex if you don't have touch.
No, you could have sex for a
could,
long
but
time. You just have to be
You just
selfless.
wouldn't, it wouldn't feel any good, but you could have sex. Yeah.
Oh, so it's either
You kissing wouldn't feel
it's either
good.
wings or pussy.
What do you like more, wings or pussy?
I like pussy more.
Wow.
I
I'm
like
going
pussy
wings.
more.
Sorry, babe. I would definitely
Mary
go
fuck,
wings.
kill, wings, pussy, and
Reese's.
head. This is a thinker. This is a thinker, guys.
This is what the people want.
Yeah,
I'm marrying wings.
Oh, killing wings
Sorry.
instantly. I'm so
Sorry.
sorry.
you gotta kill wings.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Jeff's not a sex guy.
Sex
like you,
is
man.
not.
What? Oh,
Sex
Nate,
is
dude,
fine.
Dude, Nate's had like if you are okay, talk about quite a few three-ways.
Oh, don't throw me under the bus like that. I'm here to be a nerd. I'm not here
You
to
could be a cool nerd,
No,
though.
no.
Wait, Fonz, how much time do we have?
50 minutes.
We're at 50?
It's 9:10.
We're at 50? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I want to roll
fast.
into the Patreon.
Let's talk about threesomes in the Patreon.
When we roll into the Patreon, Nate's going to give us the blueprint on how to have a good threesome.
And
Let's do that.
I want to hear. There was a question about what is hack comedy. I want to answer.
Let's talk about
Someone
that,
asked
too.
what hack comedy
great.
is.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
excited
much rather
to
answer
name
that.
names,
Yeah,
folks.
we're about to roll
We're
into the
naming
Patreon in a
names.
sec. If you're not a member, be a member.
Remember,
It's
Drago,
great.
what do we do at the end of the episode before you end
We
it?
do plugs.
We plugs. Let's do some plugs, Drago.
I do not have anything to plug for October 6th and 7th.
Okay. For October 6th and 7th. I actually do. Boise, Idaho, and Bozeman, Montana. You wouldn't believe it, folks. Also Spokane, Tacoma, Vancouver, Bellingham, Pacific Northwest, Will Feel My Wrath, whitecomedian.com. The tickets are not doing great, folks. So if you want to buy a few, it would help me sleep at night. So go to whitecomedian.com. Nate, where can people find you? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Bozo Mode. You honestly follow me on Letterboxd. My username is Movie Pimp.
There we go.
I also have a podcast that I do with my writing partner in Los Angeles, Will Sennett. It's called A Closer Look. It is a 100% scripted fake documentary podcast.
Oh, fun.
The first season was about a World Series in the 1970s between a team run by the mob and a team run by a cult. And the second season was about the making of the most expensive unfinished movie of all time, a Kevin Costner post-apocalyptic blockbuster. There are future episodes coming soon, but they take a year to write. So listen to the old ones and then sit patiently for most of the rest of 2023.
That's fun. That's fun. Here we go.
Okay.
That was episode 94, folks. 4 episodes N-word free now. 96 more till the big party in Little Rock, Arkansas, where we let freedom fly, folks. You've been an idiot for listening.
Dude,
Good night,
doesn't
good
that
luck.
rip?